Hey everybody and welcome to episode 2 of The Revolution with Rangers and myself, James, from the Football Manager WizKids. Now in today's episode we're doing a live comm against our bitterest rivals, Glasgow Celtic. But before then we're going to get into it and tell you how each players have been done, tell you some transfer news, and we'll go through each game and see how we've been getting on so far in the league and in Europe. So transfer activity wise, as you know, we brought in Scott McTominay and Oliver Burke on loan. We did end up getting Ryan Brewster on loan too, and we spent all of our money on Manor Solomon from Maccabia. And outgoing players were Wes Florian, Daniel Candias and Andy Halliday, all who really I would have probably let go for nothing maybe, because they're not going to be in the team and they're on decent wages, so we'll look to get them off of the wage bill. So this is our signing, Manor Solomon, given the number 7 shirt, coming in from Israel, and he looks pretty good for Scottish football. He is only 19 years old, plays on the left hand side, but he will be competing for a spot with very experienced Scott Arfield and Glenn Middleton on the left hand side. But statistically his attributes are really good for this level. Dribbling 16, first touch of 13, technique 14, a lot of good mental and physical attributes in there too. Has made 2 appearances, not really done anything, but hopefully in the lesser games maybe we'll look to get him started and see how he can do for us. But I'm very excited to see how he gets on. So it's been a very indifferent start to the campaign. We did beat KF Lackey 8-0 on aggregate in the Europa League early qualifiers. We then beat Bordeaux in the qualifiers, winning 3-0 at home but lost 2-0 away. Did go through on aggregate there. We got into the league campaign, a tough game against Aberdeen, losing 5-3. A lot of preparations went out the window that game. Gutted with that result, really, because after Celtic, Aberdeen are our rivals really for that second spot in the league. We did go on to beat Luzerne in the next qualifying round comfortably before just about beating St Mirren in the league. Glenn Middleton and an own goal. That was a late Glenn Middleton goal, but we did scrape through that. Maribor. Now, this was where it really ended in Europe for me. We drew 1-1 at home. Then in the second leg we drew 1-1 away, scoring in the 93rd minute, and I thought our luck was maybe in, and Scott Arfield pulled it to extra time. Indeed it did go extra time, continued on, went to penalties, and we are out of Europe at the last stage of the Europa League qualifier, and we did go out on penalties to Maribor. Very, very disappointing. In between all that, a 0-0 against Motherwell. Not the worst of results, but a result I feel like that could have been better. We did play better in that game, but it wasn't to be. And it brings you to today, away against Celtic. This is really a big game so far. So here is the league table. Early goals after 3 games, as you'd expect. Celtic clear at the top. Well, not clear at the top, but in terms of goals scored, they're joint top with Aberdeen, 3 wins each. Celtic's gone 14 goals. It's probably going to be a theme of this save, or certainly in the first season or 2, Celtic scoring lots and lots of goals. As you can see, we are way down at 9th with 1 win, 1 draw, 1 loss, 5 goals scored, 6 conceded. Disappointingly, obviously, conceding 5 against Aberdeen, but hopefully we can improve. We do have a game in hand on most of the teams, to be fair, in this, so hopefully we can get a result today. But really, lads, they don't come much tougher than Celtic away in this season, or this series should I say. So it's going to be a tough game, but hopefully we can get something, and you never know in football. So a few stats to run you through just before we get into the live com today. Alfredo Morella is sure to be the main man in this save for me. 11 games, 9 goals and 2 assists. Dapo Mabudi, a guy I've showcased on Twitter and Facebook pages at Football Manager WizKids. He's got 3 goals in 9 appearances. He's somebody I'm going to look to really develop in this save with other youngsters, including the likes of Glenn Middleton, Jack Thompson and Ross McCrory. 3 goals also for Kyle Lafferty, but I'll be honest, in 11 appearances for Kyle Lafferty, he's been really disappointing. I was expecting a lot more from him in terms of performance wise. As you can see, 6.20 in his last 5 games. That is awful, but to be fair, we have all played pretty poorly in the last 5 games. Scott Arfield with 2 goals and 1 goal apiece for Middleton, Goldson, Brewster, Ejaria and Katic. In terms of rating, good performance from Oliver Burke, 7.40, 3 assists in 6 games. Stephen Kelly, we won't really count him, he's only made a substitute appearance, but Glenn Middleton's done well, as has a few others, including James Tavernier, Ross McCrory in his few appearances, and Ryan Brewster, who looks like he could be a shrewd addition on loan. So here is how we're lining up in today's Old Firm match. It's basically a counter tactic. We're really going to look to soak up the pressure, because that's what's going to happen. Celtic are going to come at us. We know that. We're not expecting a win away from home. It's going to be tough. You expect Celtic to run away with the league this season, but I'm not saying we're going to win it, but if we can compete this season, that's something I'm looking to do, and obviously get used to the new game myself. But here is how we're lining up. As I say, we're going to look to soak up the pressure, then counter attack. We're going with 4 at the back. Alan McGregor, I'll need to change that. He's not going to be playing sweeper keeper. Wallace, Goldson, Katic and Flanagan. We have injuries to Barisic and Tavernier, or slight injuries, not fit enough to start in today's game. 5 in midfield. We're going to pack it. We're going to go Burke on the right, Jack and McTominay as box-to-box midfielders in the middle, with Koulibaly as a ball-winning midfielder. Wide playmaker Scott Arfield. It's strange that he's out on the left, because I swear I always remember him playing in the middle at Burnley, but he's more natural on the left, and maybe that's just where he's playing for Rangers. And up top, the main man, El Buffalo, they call him, Alfredo Morelos. So here we are, guys. 7-4 for us to win, which you'd expect it to be better odds than that. 4th versus 8, the first Old Firm game of this season. Celtic today lining up with a 4-2-3-1 wide formation. Craig Gordon, Kieran Tierney, probably the best player in the division. Christian Ayer, Derek Boyata. I think that looks like a new signing at right back. Lekui, never heard of him. And Cham and Malumba in the middle. Another signing on the left hand side. Brunt, never heard of him either. Rogic, danger man. Forrest, always dangerous. And Edouard up top. So here we are then. Basically I've just told the lads to show me what they can do. Okay guys, so not a great deal of changes in terms of tactics, but we are going to push the 2 wide men forward, and we're going to make 2 changes. We're going to bring on Brewster and Milton for Arfield and Burke. Expect to see a much better showing from the team. I'm not expecting us to come back, get a win or anything like that, but as you can see guys, the statistics on the left hand side, we're not doing too great. Do have a couple of players missing. Barisic and Tavernier would definitely be starting, but I'm making absolutely no excuse at all. This has been poor from my team. And guys, I've taken the match sound off. I didn't realise that I had it on, so you might have heard the match noises in the first half, but I can assure you from now on in this series you'll hear no more of that and just me talking. Not sure if that's a good thing or not, of course. 56 minutes here, going at Celtic Park. I'm just going to go attacking, just try and get a goal, try and get something positive out of the game, but overall lads, it's been a poor performance. And usually guys, when Morelos is not at it for me, that usually means the team is not at it, and Celtic comfortably winning here. Making a couple of changes themselves. Arzani and Nasri brought on. Morelos barely touched the ball today. Wallace, McGregor, Katic, McGregor, Morelos. He's just getting surrounded out. McTominay, and a shot away, but easy enough for Craig Gordon to parry. And a Middleton corner. Koulibaly out to Middleton again, and it's very comfortable for Celtic. Bad day at the office, but to be honest guys, I don't think I expected anything less than a doing from Celtic, and hopefully, I'm not expecting this season to close like really, I don't know, I want to compete, but Middleton, that's an easy one for Gordon. I want to compete, obviously, that's what you want to do, but the gap was clear to see, and I guess we'd really need to start beating the other teams around us and see what we can do against Celtic in the next leg. But minimum expectation for me is second, to beat the likes of Aberdeen, Hearts and Hibs to that spot. Don't expect to beat Celtic in the league, but it'd be nice to compete and close the gap if you wish. But it's been a dominant performance from the green side of Glasgow today. And it's a save from McGregor there. Looks like it's going to wither away to 3-0. A clean sheet for Celtic, comfortably at the office for them, and yeah, a few of their players have played well today. Forrest with 2 assists, and we're just waiting for the full-time whistle. Flanagan's had a nightmare for me, 5.9 in this game. There's been no really good performers, and there you go guys, that is the full-time whistle here from Parkhead. 3 first half goals takes Celtic to a 3-0 victory over my Glasgow Rangers. So there you go guys, that is today's live comm and the first live comm of the series. I hope you're sticking with it. It's not all rosy here at Ibrox, and as you can see, a defeat in my first game or first Old Firm competitive live comm of the season series as well. So a lot of work to be done guys. Hopefully you can stick with me. We're 8th in the league, it's not going too well, so hopefully we can get a victory against Dundee in 13 days time. So as you can see guys, it's literally only 2nd of September. A lot of football, competitive football being played. That's what, I don't know, roughly guess about 10, 11 games already been played this season. So next up we have Dundee at home, and then we have Dundee again, one of those that's in the cups, and Johnston at home, Livingston away. But the next live com, guys, hopefully we've got a bit better form and we've got a bit of players on form too. The next live com is going to come on the 7th of October, and that is going to be against the 4th place Hearts, and that's sure to be a tough game. That will be live from Ibrox, and hopefully we can get a win there and shoot up the table. Anyway guys, that's the second episode wrapped up. Just before I go, don't forget to check out Football Manager WizKids on YouTube here, of course. If you like the videos, then please subscribe. If you don't like the videos, then don't subscribe. Follow us on Twitter. We're very active in the community with a new game just coming out. This is the beta just now, at the FM WizKids on Twitter, and the Football Manager WizKids on Facebook. We've got around 20,000 fans on all platforms of social media in total, so get involved and show us what you're doing on Football Manager. I've been James, we are the Football Manager WizKids, and this is the Ranger Revolution. This is not going too well, and I'll see you next episode. Thanks for tuning in, take care, bye bye.